What's up guys, it's your girl Em and I'm back with another video for you today. Now you guys liked my story time yesterday, so I thought I would do another story time. I know I have like 3 story times in a row, I guess, but y'all seem to like that one, so I'm gonna do another one today. It's a real quick, easy video. We had people over today, so I really didn't have a chance to film a different kind of video, but let me tell you, cooking videos on deck. Vlogtober on deck. I cannot wait to show you guys everything that I have in store, and my camera battery is about to die. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick little story time. Anyways, before I get into this video, I want to give a huge shout out to Leek and Lex. Their channel will be in the description down below, so go check them out if you haven't already checked them out by now. And they are on the road to 2,000. I want them to hit 2,000 really soon. They're so close to hitting 2,000, so let's get them to 2,000 subscribers. And when they hit 100K subscribers, they're going to be giving away a car. Oh my gosh. Crazy, right? So let's go ahead and get into this little story time video. So I had quite a few different story time ideas. One is about at a haunted house, so I think I'm gonna save that for October to do in Vlogtober. But today I'm gonna be talking about the time that I witnessed a crime. You're right, I witnessed a full-blown crime. It was crazy. So let's go ahead and start it off. Was my sophomore year? Yes, it was my sophomore year of high school, and I was at Dunkin' Donuts with my best friends. My best friends and I, we would go to Dunkin' Donuts every single day after school because we were all in this group called Winter Guard. So it's basically color guard, you know, in the fall with like the marching band and stuff. Winter Guard is just the color guard, and it's performed inside in the gymnasium. So we were all a part of the Winter Guard squad. Fun fact, my freshman year we were state runner-ups, and my sophomore year we were 5th in open class, and open class is the second highest class. It's world class, open class, and then class A. We were in class A my freshman year, and that's when we got 2nd in state, and then my sophomore year we got 5th at open class, which is really good for a debut in open class because it's really, really competitive and really hard. So pats on the back, you know. But anyways, our practices didn't start until 6 p.m. every day. We practiced from 6 p.m. Okay, so my battery died. I tried to get as much as I could out before my battery died. Anyways, we're back. So our practice schedule was 6 to 9 p.m. every single day, Monday through Friday. So when we would get out of school at 2:35, we had quite a bit of time to do whatever, you know, do homework. We never really did homework. And we would sometimes go to my friend Stephanie's house, but she worked at Dunkin' Donuts, and this Dunkin' Donuts was not the nearest Dunkin' Donuts to us, but this Dunkin' Donuts, she would get half off of anything. So we would go in there and we would get half off large iced coffees, half off bagels, half off donuts. Like, that's the main reason we went, because everything was half off. They ended up cutting us off of that discount quite a while later, because we were simply just there way too much, taking advantage of that half off. And once they did that, we kind of didn't go there anymore, because we were like, okay, what's the point? There's better places to go than this Dunkin' Donuts. We're not getting half off anymore. Let's go somewhere else. But one wild and crazy day, we weren't expecting any of this to happen. Like, it was honestly so mind-boggling and crazy. And like I said, since Stephanie worked there and we were there every single day, we were really well acquainted with the staff. We obviously knew her manager very well because he worked the most, and we would see him all the time, and he happened to be working. Now, this manager, he's huge, like Vaughn huge, but like wider. Like he was this huge guy. Like he looked like he worked at Dunkin' Donuts. Like you got it when, you know, manager of Dunkin' Donuts, you see him and you're like, makes sense. Anyways, so he's in there and he was kind of like annoying. Like she didn't really like him and we were kind of like, I don't know, we were nice to him obviously, but like we knew how like crazy of a manager he was, and so we weren't super cool with him because, you know, we're ride or dies. But so we're like kind of talking to him, and we notice as we walk in that there is somebody sitting in our favorite booth, because you walk into the Dunkin' Donuts and there's like a little area with like couches, like two like not love seats or anything, but like two like leather chairs, and then there's two corner booths that have like the round corner booth, you know what I'm talking about, like the round table, and then it's like bigger for like a bigger group, and that's where we would always sit. We would always sit at the one by the windows looking out into the parking lot, so like people watch, and you know, that's usually just where we sat. That was our favorite spot, especially if we brought homework there, which we rarely did. It would be nice because we could like spread out all of our like stuff and not be in the way, and still have our food there and not be too all up on each other like we would be at like a 4 top table. So we noticed that somebody is sitting back there. It's just like a random guy. He has his laptop, whatever, doing his thing. We don't think anything of it. We're the only other people in there. It's just that guy, us, and it was 4 of us, 4 including myself, and then there was the manager. I probably shouldn't say his name. I'm not gonna say his name. And then there was a manager, and then there was like another like drive-through employee who I don't think we really knew her like that. Whatever, it's kind of irrelevant now. Just in the telling of this story. So we order our food and our beverages, and we're kind of like annoyed still that that guy is in our favorite spot. Like we're like really, come on. And he was the only other person in there. We were like, out of all the places, you're one person and you're sitting in that corner booth. Granted, there was another corner booth that we could have sat at, but we just didn't. So we sat, he was in the corner booth, he was in the far corner over here, and we were in the far corner over here on the other side by like this like drinks cooler or whatever. So we're talking, we're hanging out, we're just having a conversation, drinking our iced coffees, because we would like chug these large iced coffees down and be like super, super shaky afterwards, because I don't know if you know, but Dunkin' large iced coffees are like no joke, especially with the cream and sugar. Like we were always just like these like shaky girls, like just coming back to practice from Dunkin' Donuts, like shaking. Anyways, so we're just having a conversation, and as you know, most friend groups, especially girls, like you kind of get off in your own little world and you're just having conversations and you're not really paying attention to your surroundings. And much to our surprise, we probably should have been paying better attention to our surroundings, because what was about to happen. So we're talking, whatever, and all of a sudden we hear the manager, this big guy, we hear him go, "Sir, if you don't stop doing that, you are going to be arrested. I've already called the cops. They're on the way. You have to sit there. You're not leaving this establishment. There are young girls in here. You're disgusting." And we're just like, what is going on? And the guy just was like sitting there like he had like kind of a smirk on his face. So we were like, what is going on? Like we had no clue. We didn't know. And so like the manager is like, and he's like basically like standing like right in front of the guy, like, you're not leaving, like we're waiting until the cops get here. So the cops, like, it didn't take them very long to get there. They were pretty much there by the time like this was all going on. So it's not like the manager had to like wait there too long. But like it was like nerve-wracking. We're already shaky because we've like been drinking these like super sugary and caffeinated large iced coffees. So we're like, what's going on? Like freaking out. And so then the cops come, and there's like literally like 4 squad cars. 4 squad cars show up, and they pick up the guy. Like he doesn't like resist arrest. It doesn't get like much crazier than that. But so the cops come in, they arrest him, whatever, he goes out. And then we find out what this man was doing. So as I said, when we walked into the Dunkin' Donuts, we saw a guy. He was just like working on his laptop. You know, you're at a Dunkin' Donuts, it's an internet cafe, like we get it, normal activities. And he had like a bag next to him, like Target bag, like who knows, like we don't know his life, we don't know what's going on. As it turns out, he had certain movies, certain DVDs in that Target bag. And while we were sitting like 10 feet away, he was watching those movies on his laptop while he was, and we're literally like in a Dunkin' Donuts, in a public place, in a public Dunkin' Donuts, in our favorite booth, 10 feet away from us. And we were just like, no way, that is crazy. We were so like, we could like, our like caffeine riddled bodies could not even like put together like what was going on. Like we were just like, what? He was really doing that? Like that's disgusting. It was so gross. And we were just like, in Dunkin' Donuts, like that's like not a place you would want to be doing that. Like shouldn't you be doing that in the privacy of your home, or at least your car? At least your car. Like if you're gonna be at Dunkin' Donuts doing that, maybe do it in your car in the parking lot. I don't know, just like not in the corner booth with a group of high school girls in there. Like, so yeah, that was definitely like the creepiest thing that I've ever seen. And then like afterwards, we were so like pumped up with adrenaline and just like so much caffeine too at that point. We were like bouncing off the walls like, I can't believe that happened. We went back to school, went back to practice, and we're like, you guys are not gonna believe what happened. And we were telling them everything, and they were like, no way. Like it was bananas. Like we could not even, it was crazy. And we didn't even really talk to the cops. The cops were just like, did you guys see anything? And we were like, no, we honestly had no clue that that was going on. And they really didn't like press us after that, because I think they kind of just like didn't want to like, I don't know, I guess they just didn't want to like freak us out or whatever. And if we didn't see anything, they were just like, whatever, like we're not gonna, you know, interview them or whatever. They didn't see anything. And because we, honest to God, had no clue that that was happening back there. And so then we went to practice and everything and told everybody, and we're freaking out, still freaking out. And then like my mom, when she picked me up, I told her about it, and she was like, oh my God, that's so gross. And she was kind of like freaked out, and she was like, you need to be more aware of your surroundings. She was like, you cannot just think that everybody is good people. Like this just goes to show you. Like it was a really like big lesson for me to learn, to like always be watching my surroundings and be aware of what's going on, because you don't know what's happening around you. You could be put in a situation, like a very uncomfortable situation. Luckily neither one of us saw anything, so that's like a good thing, I guess, because we don't have to deal with that like weirdness. We just know it was happening like 10 feet away from us. But you have to be aware of your surroundings, and that definitely changed my life forever. Like changed it. And then I told my dad was like, rah! He was freaking out. He was like, man, so gross. Like he was freaking out, but like there's nothing you could do. Like who knows who that guy was? You don't know his name, don't know what he was charged with. Just know that, you know, there's creeps all around. And sometimes you may think somebody is just playing little computer games or typing up a paper on their laptop in a coffee shop, and they might actually be doing something a lot more crazy than that. They might be watching certain content that is not for everybody to see. But anyways, that's it for this video. That's pretty much it. That's the climax. He was arrested. We took our coffees and left, and we pretty much we never sat in that booth again. Never sat in that booth again. And we really didn't go to Dunkin' Donuts much after that either, because I think it kind of tainted it for us. And then they took the half-off discount from us, so we were just kind of like, okay, no more Dunkin' Donuts. But that's it for this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know what you think. Give me some story time topics. Like, I have plenty of story times because I'm always telling stories. So I'll definitely do some more story times if that's what you guys like. Be sure to check out Leek and Lex's channel. Channel link will be in the description down below as well. Let's get them to 2,000, and remember, when they hit 100K, they are giving away a car. Be sure to follow my Twitter at @mmman and my Instagram at MidwestMansfield. I'm so excited to show you guys my cooking videos. They are coming, my Vlogtober. I'm so pumped. I can't wait to show you guys what I have in store. And thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah.